never been threatened?
Well, once by a stranger at Walmart.
Okay, I'm talking more recently.
And that's when I grabbed the gun and I threatened her with it. And before I knew it, I pulled the trigger as many times as I could. Shot my mother. I just remember thinking, like, oh my God, did I just do that? What did I just do? A couple of them hit her, a couple of them hit the wall, but the wounds were superficial. It barely grazed her. That's when I realized it was a BB gun. And it made me feel relieved because I did not intend to kill her.
When Dee Dee did go in and get medical care, the records show that she lied about it.
She told people that me and her were robbed in the parking lot of Walmart by this mystery robber that shot her with the BB gun.
Across a reel, and I think y'all would be really, really interested to find out what was on that reel.
Oh, tell us, Ryan, please.
I want y'all to take a look at the dates on this. Pull it out. Feeling a lot better. I have the best little nurse, Gypsy. You know, remember from the BB incident? Take a look at that date. June 14th, 2011. June 14th, 2015. Girl! You got a problem with that date, don't you? June's a tricky month for you, ain't it?
So to unpack this a little further, we had a few things that were in our discovery file and things that were related to Dee Dee. And one of them happens to be the incident report. Now, there's more to it than this, but I'm going to show you what it says. So this is basically just showing you that it's hers. Let me grab one more thing for you. And here we are. The chief complaint and onset symptoms is from a BB gun, and it was an incident in a Walmart parking lot, according to this here, I believe.
So I was tagged in Fancy's video, and I used a piece of it because it kind of goes along with the video that I made in the documentary, and pieced them together, but in a fuller context with her video, because she has that, so I'm going to definitely credit her. But like I commented, and I'm sure she probably already knows this information because she's very knowledgeable about the case and everything, but I know I seen it somewhere, so I looked up this again, and I know that Emma Petrie, which is Dee Dee's mother, Gypsy's grandmother, she actually passed away on June 9th of 1997. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that the date that Gypsy unalived Dee Dee in 2015? But that June 14th was actually when Emma's funeral was, when she was buried and all that. June 14th is also the day that Gypsy in 2015, when she makes that Facebook post because she's freaking out and having anxiety over they're not going to find her, they're not going to find her. And now we learned that, what, 2011, so it's 4 years prior that she attempted to unalive her mom on the same date. Yeah, that's, you know, Dee Dee probably did have a lot of grief around this time. Anybody that's lost a significant amount of people in their life, I'm only 38, I lost my dad 4 years ago, but I lost a really close friend in 2010. I've lost several cousins, 3 aunts technically, because both of my mom's sisters. We lost my mom's brother. My dad's sister also passed away. A lot of friends too. But certain dates can be very hard for people. So I would just assuming that Dee Dee probably had a rough time around this week, because that's when she lost her mom, and that's also when she would have had her mother's funeral. So I don't know if there's any more significance to that with the relationship between Dee Dee and Gypsy, but
I was fully aware that I took loss, but I always craved her affection, and I was afraid of losing it.
Now, I always thought that was really odd that she said that, and that really stuck in my mind for some reason, because if her mom was having her own personal grief and hard mental and emotional time during that week, during the remembrance of the loss of her mother. She probably wasn't giving her mental and emotional and physical affection and attention towards Gypsy. But I always thought that was really strange how she says, I was fully aware that and knew that I could walk. I was fully aware that I could walk. She doesn't allude to Dee Dee knowing. She alludes to just herself. It almost sounds like she was playing her mom. Like she was playing sick, and Dee Dee actually thought that maybe she did have some kind of muscle something going on, and actually thought she needed the wheelchair. And that Gypsy was playing her mom because if she played sick, she got sympathy and attention and affection from her mom. And she apparently craved that. But during this week may have been when Dee Dee herself, through her own grief, maybe disconnected a lot from that. Of course, grief does that. What human that has lost somebody significant in their life hasn't had a hard week? Especially when the anniversary of somebody's death comes along. It happens. But I always thought that that was really strange the way she worded it, because she doesn't say, we both knew that I could fully walk. She just says, I was fully aware that I could walk. But I did all these things for her attention and affection because I was afraid of losing it. And another part of the documentary, she also talks about how Dee Dee would hold the cat and give attention and affection to the cat, and that made her jealous and felt like that her mom was snarling at her. And that's really weird because, you know, that's a child that is very demanding of their mother to give them everything as far as physical, mental, emotional. That if you see your mom even petting the cat, that you're getting jealous because you feel like that's something being taken from you, or that she's doing it intentionally to harm you. But that always really struck me as odd. And now that I have a fuller context of those dates, that the attempt before happened, kind of strange. I don't know. What do you think? Now, I am not alluding to anything, but I am going to put this piece of information out in the public so you can understand that there is a such thing as Munchausen without the proxy. This is where a child or adult feigns, fakes, exaggerates symptoms of being sick when they're not, for the same end goal: affection, attention, love, praise. So here you have it.